Hey guys, it's been a little while. This is a video I wanted to make right as the winter editions dropped in December, but I got a little busy with the holidays. Next thing I knew, it was February. Anthropic and OpenAI are back at it with a synchronized launch schedule, and AI is apparently sentient and not too happy with humans. But on the bright side, since I waited until now, I can talk a little bit about the recently announced .dev event happening in July, so let's go ahead and dig in. So first up, in case you haven't heard, Shopify announced their .dev event, which will happen in Toronto on July 21st and 22nd of this year. This is a special event that I believe is yearly, at least it has been the past few years, and it's for the people who build with Shopify. It's for theme devs, app devs, freelancers, agencies, and not just the developers, but it's also for the merchants. At least it was last year. I'm expecting that it'll be the same this year. They have some incredible roundtables and sessions on pretty much everything that Shopify is working on across the board. You can meet and chat with people from every team and actually get to know the people behind some of your favorite features. If you haven't been before, you absolutely should go this year. And not just for the main event, but for the things happening around it. There's a ton of events, parties, meetups, dinners, breakfasts. There's literally something happening at any time in the days before and after the actual event. I met some amazing people last year, made some great new friends, ate a lot of incredible food, and just had an absolute blast of a week. And you really can't talk about Shopify's .dev event without mentioning the Tectonic event put on by Mantle. That's also a must-attend event, and it's happening July 23rd. And if you don't know who Mantle is, you should know. So shame on you. All right, now that I'm done with the free advertisements, let's talk a little bit about winter editions that dropped a bit ago now and go over what we will see from Shopify this year. First things first, if you haven't checked out the website yet, go do that. It's incredible. The animations are super cool. It just makes you happy scrolling through. So go do that first. But the first thing on the list is the upgrades to the Sidekick AI assistant. It can now provide business-tailored insights using Sidekick Pulse, which basically monitors your store, market trends to give personalized suggestions. And what's cool is it's a proactive AI assistant. And if you didn't realize from the name of the event, there's going to be a lot of AI. Now, the next one is going to sting a little bit for all my fellow app devs, but it can also now build custom apps directly inside the admin. You give it a prompt to describe what functionality you want, and it just builds it. But you don't really need to worry about being replaced yet. The use cases are simple for now, and it can only access what's available in the admin API. And it can't interact with outside databases or APIs. Once it generates the app, you can view the code it created from right here in the admin. And you'll notice that it's essentially a single file app that uses the Shopify MCP server to figure out how to fetch and update data for you. It's basically the definition of a CRUD app, and we're a ways away from it being able to build overly complex apps. But I also don't want to downplay the coolness factor of what they've built here. It's really an amazing thing to see, and it's the very early stages of what I believe will be a much more robust way for merchants to personalize their Shopify experience. From my point of view, Shopify is extremely focused on crafting a great experience for merchants. Everything they do is geared toward that principle. And I think for app devs, what that means is that we now need to, more than ever, align with that common goal of crafting high quality and uber valuable experiences for merchants. The image I have in my head is of a platform where the edges are slowly falling off from either side, like we're all in a big game of Fall Guys. And as we advance further into the future that AI is building, the things that worked before won't necessarily work today. The low effort weekend build apps that serve a simple use case probably aren't going to survive. And to stay on that platform, you need to evaluate, adjust, maybe even pivot in order to align yourself with the platform's focus, or else risk falling off to the side. Like I said, I believe we're still a ways off from that, and I do believe that Shopify cares deeply about its community of developers and builders that have helped make the platform what it is today. So this is not a doom and gloom viewpoint. It's just an acknowledgement that things are changing and we need to change with it. But if you're still worried about it taking your job, go ahead and try to give Sidekick an app that's even slightly complex, and I think you'll understand what I'm talking about. There are a lot of other cool things that Sidekick can do now too, like build custom flows for you. You just give it a prompt and it builds it. The ability to make theme updates, which as a non-theme dev is awesome because Liquid is confusing. And app devs can also build Sidekick extensions, so Sidekick can interact with your app and its data. And you can also turn your prompts into reusable skills, much like the skills for Claude Code that allow you to create reusable functionality and can be shared with others. It's pretty crazy that they've done so much and pushed so many cool updates in the realm of AI with Sidekick, and we're only like 5% through the website. So that speaks to the sheer volume of work that they're doing. And you got to remember, these aren't features that are decided on and built a month before editions. Well, maybe some of them are, but a lot of these are things that have taken a lot of planning and work behind the scenes. It's sometimes easy to forget that these improvements and innovation in general doesn't just happen. There are people and teams of people working tirelessly to make it that way. So like I said, we're only like 5% into this page. There's so much left to cover, and this video already feels like it's going to be kind of long. So we're just going to hit the highlights since I'm sure you'll be hearing all about these more in depth throughout the year anyway. Okay, moving down the site to the next section, we get to the Agentic updates. And Shopify has brought storefronts to AI chats. This means that your brand and products have a new discovery channel through ChatGPT. Lately, I've seen people talking about how they already get traffic and customers through recommendations from ChatGPT. And then there's the whole idea of AI SEO. So imagine your products being surfaced directly in the chat with a zero friction way for customers to purchase. Yeah, this is going to be huge. Speaking of AI SEO, something else I forgot to mention is that Sidekick will also recommend apps to merchants now, and built for Shopify apps get higher prioritization. So if you have an app, there's another channel for you to try to optimize so your app gets recommended, and another reason to not sleep on built for Shopify. There are a couple cool highlights with online store updates as well. We've got 2 new tools called Rollouts and SimGym. Rollouts is a theme scheduler and A/B testing tool directly inside the admin. So now you can natively show different things to different groups of people and gather data on which one performs better, and then schedule when the changes should go live. Then SimGym is an AI-powered simulated shopping tool where you can have these AI shoppers go through your site, acting like real customers, and help you find improvements to your storefront, and basically gather customer feedback without needing to have any real customers. And now we're like 10% through the page. So there's a ton of stuff in the remaining chapters dedicated to retail, checkout, the shop app. And we're going to skip all that and go down to the developer section. So again, go through it yourself if you haven't. But we are going to take the time to scroll down all these sections just so you can see how cool the animations are. So for the developer section, honestly, there's a lot. Some of the stuff has already been talked about last year or two, but one of the big things that has seen an upgrade is the Dev MCP. You might have used it in the past, but it's been improved, and I believe it pretty much includes all APIs and even things like the new unified Polaris system and app home. It basically pumps your AI assistant full of Shopify knowledge, so you get much better results with everything you're building using tools like Claude Code and Cursor. There's also a new thing called Shopify Catalog, which is a global catalog that allows you to search and look up products across the entire Shopify platform. And they also have provided MCPs for that to make it easier to query data. I imagine this is also what's powering the AI chat integrations like with ChatGPT. And I want to do another video kind of more in depth on this because it seems like it's going to open up a lot of cool possibilities. Admin Intents is one that they showed off last year, and it allows you to kick off admin workflows for creating and editing Shopify resources from directly within your app. So let's say your app requires the merchant to manually create a product or collection or something, and previously you needed to have them leave your app and go to the create page in the admin, but now you can surface that create product functionality directly within your app in this modal experience that they have. There is actually like 100 more things just in this section, so I'm just going to stop here, but those are kind of the highlights that jumped out to me and are most relevant for what I'm doing. But you might have a different takeaway or find other things more relevant for you. So check it out and let me know your favorite feature from winter editions. And don't forget to stay updated on the .dev event. Tickets will open up for sale at some point before July, so make sure you get your ticket early.